Bonjour, mes amis. Je suis l'Énergie Canadien. Welcome back to NFL Predictions, where I go through the week in football and I try to predict them because why not? So, week 15 is here, and of course, it's here because we got shit to talk about. But before we do, this time we're going to be looking at some clinching scenarios for week 15. Now, I'm assuming this is going to be challenging to say for sure, but like we are going to try our best to see if we can get some good football here. So let's talk clinching scenarios first off. If I can find it, which I don't know. We know what's it called. We know Kansas City is playing Los Angeles, the Chargers this week. Basically, that game will be for the number one seed, and well, not number one seed, the number one spot in the AFC West. Okay, what the fuck? You clinch scenarios. That's what I want. Fuck's sake, I hate that. Basically, right now, there's no team that has clinched after week 14's shenanigans. So, yeah. So it looks like I can't find it, so that's okay. But one thing we can talk about that is reliable for everyone watching at home is Benchwarmer Brew, the great coffee that you need to start your mornings. But I just want to drink a coffee with a friend in the afternoon and just talk about random shit. This is the coffee to do that with. The 5 points blend, the backup QB blend, and my personal favorite, the armchair QB blend. You should definitely go check out the coffee at benchwarmerbrew.com. Great shit. But let's talk the week ahead. Let's predict who is going to win and who is going to shit the bed. Because that is what we fucking do here. So here we motherfucking go. Thursday night football, Chiefs, Chargers tonight. This is going to be a hell of a game. Because if the Chargers win, they take first place in the AFC West. If the Chiefs win, the Chiefs retain that spot. Because right now they are in the lead. And this is going to be hard because Chris Jones for the Chiefs was added to their COVID list. So, and they're doing multiple players going to be out. So, Rashawn Slater, he's out. Wide receiver Josh Gordon, he's out. And we got plenty of people that this is going to be a big hit for the Chiefs. It's only a matter of what's going to happen here with the Chiefs and can the Chargers be sustainable. And I think it's going to be a close game. I think I'm going to go oddball here. Chargers are taking the game. And it's going to be Austin Eckler leading the goddamn way. Definitely so. All right. Let's go. Saturday night football because we finally got Saturday night football. The Raiders taking on the Browns. This is gonna be I think it's gonna be a good game, but it's gonna evenly match up between two teams that are trying to vie for a playoff spot. More so the Browns are because the Raiders aren't exactly the best. But that's just me. And I think the Browns are going to take it here. And reason I think the Browns are going to take it here because I feel like they got something left to prove. I feel that they could still be a playoff team. Even if they go 10-7, right? Even if they go 10-7, I still think they can be a playoff team in any regard. So Browns are gonna win, and I think either Chubb or DPJ are gonna go off. But I think for the Raiders, though, I think it's gonna be Renfrow going off, no matter what, because it's Hunter fucking Renfrow. Saturday night football, that was Saturday afternoon football. We got the Patriots and the Colts live in the glue factory known as Lucas Oil Stadium. Beautiful stadium though on the inside. I still think I'm gonna have the Patriots win it. Because they're coming off the bye week, which was well needed. After that horrible game against the Bills, I still hate that game. I really do. I still hate it. But the Patriots are going to beat the Colts, but the Colts could actually give the Patriots a little bit of a fight. Now, I don't know if they will, but there is a chance they could. Plus, as of right now, the Colts are on the outside looking in. So, I mean, no, they're in a wild card spot. Never mind. But I still think the Patriots will win. And I think it's going to be Hunter Henry going off. Hunter Henry or Damian Harris. Because I think it's a fair assumption. Now we get to some Sunday football. Titans taking on the Steelers. Honestly, the Titans, we know the division leaders, and the Steelers are trying to get themselves back into the playoff race. Because we know if the Steelers lose here, they really do not control their destiny. Because they're pretty much screwed. The Titans have all to win, and I think they will take it, but not by much. I don't know who goes off for the Titans, though, so I'm going to do what we did during the predictions war, and I'm going to say Najee Harris is going to go off despite being on the losing team. I mean, although it could be wrong, the Steelers could win it, but I still predict the Titans. Now, Panthers taking on the Bills. This one is pretty much not needing to be said much. Buffalo's coming off of the loss against Tampa Bay in overtime. The Panthers coming off the loss against the Falcons. This is going to be a win for the Bills. And it's going to be Stephon Diggs going off, in my opinion. Because he's good. Him or Dawson Knox or Cole Beasley. Whichever one of those three will suffice because all of them are good. All of them are good. And yeah. Next up, we got the Washington football team taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, both having some sort of playoff aspirations. But the major story here is Jonathan Allen, the defensive end for the Washington football team, is out with COVID after testing positive, which means the Eagles is the favorites, and I think the Eagles will win it with a weakened Washington defense. And they need to start Gardner Minshew. I'm serious. If they don't start Gardner Minshew, it's a Washington win. If they start Gardner Minshew, they're going to win. And I think it's going to be Dallas Goedert going off. Him or Miles Sanders, because those two have been pretty much the backbone of the Eagles. And we got the Tank Bowl, Texans, Jaguars, 2-11 teams. Look at, they're not going to fucking do anything because both of them are dog piss. But I think, for the laugh of it, Jacksonville will win to fuck up their tank. Because I think that the Jaguars are probably more talented than the Texans are. Let's be real here. So the Jaguars will win with probably Treadwell going off, just as a wild guess. But both of them suck and they won't go anywhere. Cowboys, Giants, and what is a win for Dallas that they probably will need for the division race. And the Giants really have nothing to play for because they're going to have a losing record and are probably going to not be in the playoffs. Last in the division will do that to you. But I think no matter what, the Cowboys are going to win as long as Mike Glennon is under center. Wait, Daniel Jones is healthy and they're still starting Mike Glennon? Oh, dear Christ, that you just fucked your season, Giants. Congratulations, Dallas is winning this game. And you know what? For shits and giggles, it's still going to be CeeDee fucking Lamb going off because CeeDee Lamb is still the best receiver on the Cowboys other than Amari Cooper. Change my fucking mind. Next matchup, Cardinals Lions. The Cardinals coming off of that hard-fought loss against the Rams. The Lions coming off of an emotional game against Denver because we know what Denver was going through. No matter what, though, I still think it's going to be the Cardinals going over. The Cardinals are going to beat the Lions, and the Lions will pretty much secure the first overall pick at that point. Because if Jacksonville wins and Detroit loses, the first pick is theirs. No doubt. And I think going off is going to be DeAndre Hopkins or A.J. Green. Because if the past week showed us anything, is that A.J. Green is good at football. Not saying he hasn't been good at football before, but just saying. Now we got the battle of the shits, the Jets and the Dolphins in the AFC East matchup. Now, I still think it's going to be a Dolphins win. Because they have been catching up really significantly in the standings. And the thing is, can they really catch up with Buffalo? Is Buffalo going for one of those seasons? I don't know. One way to find out, and that's by watching football. I still think it's going to be a Dolphins win over the Jets because the Jets can't get anything going worth jack shit. And I believe it's going to be Jalen Waddle or Myles Gaskin or whoever. Bengals, Broncos. Not get mile high. The Broncos are getting closer to a wild card berth. They really are. So aren't the Bengals. But you know what though? Both teams are 7-6. They're both in a good spot to make the playoffs, despite being in different places in the standings of their divisions. But I still think the Denver Broncos will thrive off of the inspiration of Demaryius Thomas, Godspeed, and I think the Broncos will win it with Cortland Sutton, or Javonte Williams or Melvin Gordon going off. Because that's my opinion. Next up, we get the Falcons again on the 49ers. Falcons coming off of the win against Carolina. The Niners coming off of that really nice win against Cincinnati. And I think this will be a closer game than most people think, and maybe one of the closer games of the week. What's it called? Honestly though, it just is what it is in my opinion though, but I think here the Niners will win and help their playoff push. And I think it's to be George Kittle. You cannot go wrong with George Kittle here. Why would you? Next up, we got a heated matchup between the Seahawks and the Rams. The Seahawks are still trying to get themselves back into the playoff race, but have a really long road ahead of them. They got to face the Rams, and really, like, the Rams are going to kill the Seahawks, I think. The Rams are going to halt the Seahawks' playoff aspirations, and they're going to win. Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham are going to go off. So next game, we got the Packers taking on the Ravens. This one's going to be a surefire win for the Packers. We know it. They're coming off of the win against Chicago. The Ravens coming off of the loss against Cleveland due to the Lamar Jackson injury. So I'm going to still predict the Green Bay win, and Devontae Adams is going to pop off because, of course, he does. And then Sunday Night Football, Bucks Saints, once again, this time from the confines of Raymond James. Bucks coming off of the overtime win against Buffalo after they choked the lead. The Saints are coming off of a win against the Jets. I almost forgot for a second there. But I still think the Bucks are going to whip the Saints with that weakened team. And I think it's going to be Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, or Leonard Fournette because all three of them have been beauties. And then finally, Monday Night Football, the teams that suck, Vikings, Bears. Vikings coming off of a 29-point choke and win against the Steelers. The Bears coming off of the loss against the Packers. This one shouldn't be too far-fetched to see who's going to win. It's the Vikings. But like in the same sense, like, is Dalvin Cook going to have another game like that this season? If he is, it's going to be this game. Vikings are going to win. Dalvin Cook or Justin Jefferson go off. But anyways, I think that'll do it for the NFL predictions for Week 15. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below what you guys want to see next. Subscribe and join the Logical Army because I'm trying to reach 100 subs this year by the end of the year. And don't forget to check out benchwarmerbrew.com for your Christmas coffee or whatever you want to give as a gift. Definitely try this though. Definitely do. But anyways, just see the last week in the end. Bon nuit et au revoir.